This is 8327 West 71st Place in Arvada for 750 grand. Definitely a nice neighborhood. Some sort of coffee bar, and that does work. As you can see, I turned it on and some water came out. And this place is, I mean, it's as nice as the pictures show. This flooring seems to be new. I think this is probably the original flooring. Office slash third bedroom. This one's the master. Because it is. Oh no, hi bud. I guess this one's the master. With the extra little 3/4 bath. So it's hard to catch it on video, but I mean, it looks like a pretty nice view. Kind of cool looking out at this. An interesting thing here is this deck has no access to the backyard. And this is a wooden deck. I'll show you when we go underneath. But this side over here is like concrete and on the frame of the house. So I think you drop a hot tub right there. Would be sick. Yeah. Pretty private from the neighbor. You get views and shit. And then this door from the garage goes out on that deck slash patio as well. It does not go down to the backyard. Water, power, ducting for washer and dryer. And you also have a gas line. So you could potentially, I mean, obviously a gas washer dryer, but you could potentially do a fucking gas stove right here. Mechanical. It's fairly newer. Two bedrooms down here. One of them's this room. It's a decent size, but obviously the glass French doors. This is definitely a sizable living room area. Bathroom's really nice. Bedroom. It's hard to really tell with the tiered backyard, but it looks like it'd be pretty cool. I don't know what this thing over here is. It looks pretty cool. I might have to do something about the fence down there. I'm sure Gage could jump it if he really wanted to. And so, I mean, if you're trying to do this as a separate living space, that looks like it swings open. It definitely does. But I mean, I'm not going to go over there because of the snow. There's no walkway. You're walking on like rocks to get down to that. There's a bunch of ice and stuff, but this is basically the same thing. Like you have a tiered step there, but it's just a bunch of rocks. Like for drainage. It's definitely not a walkway. Here's what I was mentioning about that portion being more of a patio and on the foundation of the house in concrete. So I tend to think that could hold the weight of a hot tub. Really nice setting though. I mean, it's pretty. And the house is pretty. I think the challenge here is obviously the price. So your monthly nut's going to be large. And then that up here doesn't have access to the yard. But I don't know. The way this, maybe an idea for a place like this is, if you notice, this garage door is directly in line with the stairs. So maybe you do something where you rent out the top floor for an Airbnb. And I think in particular, if around on that patio part, you put in a hot tub, why not rent this whole top floor for, a bunch of money? $600 a night. Great location, beautiful house, hot tub on a private deck with, I think, would be nighttime views of the city. And then put a wall here, basically, that connects the garage door to the downstairs. And I think for height purposes, you'd probably only have to have it come to like here for it to be all the way up, and then just drop it down, put a top piece on this. So you still have kind of the half wall. So it's nicer up here, but the wall, it's, where it's like a tunnel going to the stairs from the garage ends here. And then if you're charging that much for it, it's $600 a night. And I mean, theoretically, you could say that you could target where you're only trying to have it Airbnb'd out on weekends, something like 10 nights out of the month, pays for the whole mortgage, pays for everything, where you're living basically on both levels. So you're up here, you keep it real clean, you're prepared for when you Airbnb it out. On the nights that you're Airbnbing it out, you're in the basement with the dogs. You have garage access from the front to get down to the basement. And then you don't have the deck and patio with the hot tub. The guests do. You have the yard. You tell the guests, sorry, you don't have a yard. You just have the patio with the hot tub. And then you're in the basement. And then if it books up like crazy, you get 20 nights in a month, then who gives a shit? You made $12,000, $15,000 in a month, and you're in the basement more than you want it to be. But I mean, if you think you could, for this upstairs, if you think $500 to $600 a night, in particular on weekends, is realistic and could book 10 nights out of the month, and you wouldn't mind living in the basement, then all of a sudden, maybe this does make sense financially. location and settings killer. It's a super nice house.